Okay, this will be an interesting one. I don't buy these very often, but they're not, I don't read magazines. Let's see if this one will come up a treat. I'm going to leave it on that. Going to leave it on 100. Actually, it might be too light. Actually, no, it's going to be light for that. Okay, we got here a teenage magazine, Girlfriend. So yeah, I used to read Dolly when I was a teen. I remember getting my first Dolly magazine. I think I was on holidays at the Gold Coast, and we went to a newsagent when we were on the interstate coach. We had a rest stop, and my mum bought me a Dolly magazine. That was my first teenage magazine. I used to read that shit when I was a kid. You know, I wanted to learn about boys and sexual functions and shit like that. You know, all the stuff they were typically interested in when we were in our early teens or mid-teens. And this magazine was like, yeah, I really liked it. It's not something I'd read now in retrospect, but hey, now that looks interesting. Really interesting. Really funny. Oh shit, yeah, you gotta laugh. You gotta laugh at some of the things I'd get up to on this piece of shit photocopier. You gotta fucking get it. It's so funny. That's my opinion anyway, folks. I do think it's a bit of a joke what I do with the photocopier. Oh shit, yeah. I gotta laugh. Gotta fucking laugh in this deadly world. You gotta fucking laugh. Somehow find the funny side of things. I even made a joke about I walked into a liquor store which is connected to Coles in my local area, and I'm going to leave the contrast. And basically, they were selling. They had a huge stockpile near the front of the at the front of the counter, and it was all this Corona beer, like Corona Extra or something like that. I think it was Corona Extra. You know, your Corona beer in those bottles. I think it was in bottles. And I made a dark joke by saying, I wonder why these have not been selling. In so many words, I said. So yeah, I made a bit of a dark comment about coronavirus, talking about the beer, because who wants to buy something that's linked to something as bad as coronavirus? It's just going to turn people off. So it doesn't surprise me that those beers were not selling. I think they had them marked down in price as a consequence. But sometimes you just got to laugh at things a bit, even though that probably would have been, that wouldn't be funny if you told that to someone who had a friend or a relative or a family member who died of corona. That would definitely not be funny. That you got to be careful when you're telling jokes, not to hurt people, not to say something that's really, really, really in bad taste. You got to fucking be careful who you joke. I'm not a very big joker really myself. I don't tend to have much of a sense of humour. I mostly like to, how should I put it? I like to be serious, folks. You know, I'm typically a serious person, you know. I take this coronavirus shit seriously. I really get angry at it. I'm angry at the TV channels constantly airing it, constantly putting it up. And I'm just trying to get in touch with a loved one, folks. A loved one who I lost along the way. Now that doesn't look much darker, it looks a bit darker. A loved one I lost along the way, and I can't find him until my stuff goes to air on television. So I'm making all this effort to put my stuff up on air, and yet it's not happening. It's just taking a long time. I've been working on this TV campaign now for more than 8 years, and I still don't seem to be reaping any benefit from what I'm doing. I'm trying my best to make my stuff interesting and at times informative, or hopefully informative, a bit humorous at times. And I just see that the coronavirus is not allowing me to get a word in edgewise with the media. Now I think that's got to be good enough. We don't want to make him too dark. But basically, I just get sick of hearing about the coronavirus all the time. You know, that it's always in the news. It's always being bandied around as the TV channels ratings go to. And it is, it's a go-to. It's become a go-to, you know, that there's just, it's there, it's ready-made, it's all there for the news channels to use to, you know, to suck people in, so people feel the need to keep in constant touch with the developments, the latest developments of the coronavirus, you know, the latest things that are happening, and it just gets people in, and people feel they have to have to watch all the updates, and they got to hear about what's next, and they get scared, so they feel they have to watch this to take precautions. I mean, yes, I know we've got to know something about this virus. We've got to have basic knowledge, like if masks become mandatory, it's important to know that sort of fact, but not constantly watching every little update that happens, every little thing. You got to basically, it's just silly. And I just can't get my story, my love story between me and this poor person that I love, who I hurt. I might as well just live in, I feel like the past has pushed me into this. You know, the past, because I did some stupid things in the past, and these stupid things have impacted my life. And I just can't seem to, I just want to put the past behind me so I can find him. I can find him and then put the past behind me. But now that I can't get on television because of the dumbass coronavirus, I just can't find closure. You know, I can't find this person. And I have to put up with being sidelined to a fucking virus. I mean, seriously. And I am serious most of the time. You know, I am fucking serious. I can't think everything's a joke. It's not. Some things, as I said, yes, but not. Yeah. Anyway, that looks quite nice. I think now we can call this demo quits.